Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am today's, in this case, education. Back with another kind of throwback video, man, what this channel really started on or was intended to be. I wanted to kind of take it back to the roots today, simply because there's sometimes you can get caught up in people's numbers. You can get caught up in how much a creator is making. You can try to figure it out. And it is you have to be very careful when you are looking at this stuff, because only YouTubers are really going to have be able to really guess on what a person is making. And that's all it is it is a guess. No one YouTuber can tell you the exact amount. They can try to ballpark it based off their own experience, but they cannot tell you the exact amount of any other YouTuber. They can only tell you the exact amount of what they have access to. I have access to my accounts, so I can tell you my exact amount. I can show you, I can take a guess based off of what I know about YouTube as far as views and what a video could pay, and there's a lot of other factors. So I want to let you know, because there are websites and people go to them, and I've seen videos where people will like really look into this website and say that this person is making this much money, and it is so wrong. But the only reason I'm showing my revenue, and don't get used to this because I'm not going to do this, but I showed it the other day, and I figured why not take this opportunity to kind of bring it back to the roots and show people exactly why they have to be careful when they're looking into these third-party sites when it comes to how much a YouTuber is making. So since we had already put it out there, we might as well finish the job. So as you can see, this is my August revenue. It is already highlighted August 1st through the 31st, and you can see my views: 102,000 views, 19,000 hours of watch time, 631 subscribers. That's a down arrow because of the previous month I did a Superman video and I gained like 1,000 subscribers from that. It's kind of crazy. Believe it or not, this has been my biggest month making the content that I make, because that person is losing a ton of subscribers, and a lot of y'all are starting to see the light and coming over, migrating over here for probably personality reasons. And you can see there that I made $1,233.32. Now, the funny part is right here it says I made 99% more. Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. 99% more than July 31st through 25th. That is 100% right. So if you can do the math, you can know what I made for the month of July as well. But the purpose of this is not to flaunt, because this really, I mean, I don't want to sound, this is not like, hey, man, look, I made this type of money, blah, blah, blah. I know a lot of people would love to make this type of money. That's not what this is. Most of this, 80% of it, almost $1,000, came from just watch page ads. But there's a lot of factors that go in, so don't get caught up in when, you know, what you see on a third-party website. Let me show you exactly what I mean. There's two major websites that people they usually refer to when they are talking about somebody's revenue. Here is the OG one. This is the original one, which is Social Blade. And as you can see, this is my channel. Let's go up here and we scroll down, and you can see here that it says that you can see that the subscribers are pretty much right. The views are within a couple thousand, but when it comes to the monthly estimated revenue, it's way off. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, all I got to do is add, just add 1,000 to whatever this is saying. That is also wrong. Do not do that. That is going to lead you to the path to nowhere. So these sites cannot be trusted. I don't even know what formula they use, but it cannot be trusted. Only the creator or someone who has access to a creator studio is going to know exactly what a creator makes. Even if you try to ballpark it, it's extremely difficult because of a multitude of factors that we'll talk about after I bring out this information. So this is Social Blade, one of the OG sites. Now, here's Mr. Beast's website, and this is a newer website. It's about, 6 months or plus old. You can see here, views, just a couple thousand off. It probably is because it hasn't updated yet. And subs, right, pretty much right what it said, right? Because what did it say that I did? It said that I did 131, right? So it's pretty much spot on. But you can see here the estimated revenue is way off. It's way off. Now, they're a little closer, but they're still off. Now, you could use the same logic, but, oh, well, all I got to do is add $400 to whatever, and none of that stuff is true. None of it is true. There are so many factors that go into how much a creator is making. You have the length of the video. You have whether or not a person sold a product on that video. You have did a person renew a membership on that video? Then you have all of that goes into play. So AdSense is just one dynamic of how creators make money through the creator studio and through AdSense, right? So you have, meaning, here's what I mean. So AdSense is one thing, but now YouTube has it where you can sell things through an affiliate link and you can get the commission added to your AdSense. You can get your commission if you have the NFL shop and you sell something through a shop affiliate link, you're going to get the commission directly to your added to your AdSense. Whatever percentage that is, you're going to get that. YouTube doesn't take a cut. You don't take a cut of that. So if you're selling something for $100 and the commission is 30%, you're going to get $30. It's going to come right to your AdSense account. All right. But there are so many factors. You got memberships, you have super thanks, you have super stickers. None of that is included necessarily in the watch page ads. So you have all these different ways that you can make money. And that's why I encourage every creator, once you have these things and you have an idea, you don't want to ever walk into anything willy-nilly. You want to have a plan. You don't want to open up memberships and you don't have a plan to fulfill your obligations. Like right now, I could open memberships. YouTube bugs me all the time. They actually offered me $400 to open them by like today. And I was just like, I'm not ready yet. Now that could come by the end of the year. I want to make sure that I'm offering you, because I have a whole different dynamic of viewers. I have people who start watching me from Superman. I have people that start watching me from YouTube. I've got people watching me from the current saga that's going on. And so it's all over the place. So I would have to know what I can provide for you on a regular basis that I feel would be of value for whatever membership you pay. But all of that is added in. So you see how wrong that this is. It's not even close. If you call $1,000 close, as you can see here between Social Blade and my actual earnings, then okay, fine. If you call Mr. Beast's website, if you call that $500 close, it is not close at all. There's no way to tell how much a person is making. You can only tell if you have access to that studio. So don't get caught up in what you see on a third-party website. Again, there are some probably formula that they use, but they don't have. Let me tell you something. How many views you get is public information. And these websites are probably fetching from some I don't know how they're fetching this data, but this is public information. If you went through somebody's videos, you go through mine, for example, and you counted up the last 10 videos, you could come up with how many views I have. Now, that's also going to be a little off because you probably didn't know this, but when a video hits 301 views, YouTube starts to do a quality check for the validity of those viewers, bots, and then that's why you will see somebody. So whatever you see, especially like in the first couple of hours, whatever you see a creator, and every creator can attest to this, your creator studio at first that never matches what the public sees as far as views. So you might see, I've seen a bunch of times on my videos that I've dropped, it'll say I have 500, but I really have 1,200 because YouTube has to vet those viewers and catch up and vet them out. And then it'll equal out probably after a day or so. It happens all the time. So, but subscribers are pretty much public information. Now you can't see about, what was it? It's been about 3 or 4 years now, maybe longer than that YouTube has made the subscriber count abbreviated, where you can only, instead of seeing the exact number down to the single 1,001, it only says 1,000 now on the public side. But the creator can see, as you can see from my dashboard, I can see the exact number of subscribers I have right here, which is a shout out to you guys, man. We've grown another 20 since yesterday. So I appreciate you guys. But that information is relatively public, right? It's relatively, because all you have to do is just fetch that information from, okay, well, if he started out at 1,000 and now he has 1.1K, you knew that he grew 100. So all of that stuff you can count, but what you cannot account for is this right here, right? My yearly earnings, according to Social Blade, is what I made, what I made in a month. And if we go to Viewstats here, they don't even do yearly. Do they? Let me see if I can click that. All right, so so look at that. My estimated yearly earnings is a little more than half of what I made for the previous month. But there are so many factors that are into play. So let me show you a little bit about what I mean. And if I show anything I'm not supposed to, I'll edit it out. All right, so we're going to go to There's no secret who I talk about. There's no secret that I talk about this person trying to help people. It started off like that, just like this channel did, but it's not that anymore. So there's no denying. But there's so many factors that go into play. And that's why I said I would bring this up. The length of the video is in play. So if you make a video and it's less than, if you're monetized and you want to make a video. If you make a video that is 8 minutes or more, you can put a mid-roll ad in that video. What that means is in the middle of the video, there's at least one ad, or hopefully that is the eligibility to put one ad, at least one mid-roll ad. You cannot do that if it's less than 8 minutes. If it's more than 8 minutes, you can put at least one mid-roll ad. Now, I have YouTube put the ads in for me based off your preference and where they think they should go. So anytime you see an ad, I didn't directly manually do that. YouTube did it for me based on their algorithm and what their software and stuff like that. So I figure any way to make it as best for you as possible. Okay. Now, you've got other factors as well. You have the length of the video. So if a video is 12 minutes or more, then you could put multiple ads in there. It could be ads. And again, YouTube puts all that. So anything less than 8, you cannot have a mid-roll ad. I believe you can put one at the beginning and you might be able to put one at the end. Mid-roll is if it's 8 or more. Now, what I've noticed is that and I'll be curious to know if people start using this tactic, is that videos of 12 minutes or more. Now, I don't make my videos 12 minutes or more, about a particular person because of this, but it does help the situation. So videos 12 minutes or more can possibly have more than one mid-roll ad in them. That's what I've noticed happens. So because of that, advertisers, the longer the video, the more people who watch the video, the more advertisers will bid on ads to go in that video. So the higher the price goes up. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to go to my content here, and I'm going to show you the most recent video that I've done that has monetization. So we'll go here. We'll look at the analytics of this video. Of course, we know what this channel is about, unfortunately. And when I was initially trying to help people, that's why I was saying don't pigeonhole yourself into one niche, because you could be stuck. And, we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it because this is a fun channel that I like to talk about things on. Subscribers are choosing to watch this video less often than usual, contributing to 75% fewer viewers. Now, this was after the Superman crowd, and you know what my primary crowd is. But what I wanted to show you was the revenue and how things work. So YouTube is paying me today. It didn't start like this because this thing changes like the stock market. So right now, YouTube is paying me $13.85. All right. And that is what they're paying. I'm sorry. Let me, so I can clear it up. That's what their advertisers are paying YouTube to put that in, to put ads in my videos. And then after I get my cut and all that stuff, right? So that's what they're paying. So that's the difference between CPM and RPM. Okay. So let's contrast that. This video is 10 minutes. So it's not, if it was 12 minutes, it would be a little higher. So let me go here. Let me go back and let me see if I can find one that is 12 minutes that I am just sitting in the car. So here's one, me sitting in the car, 25 minutes, epic. We go there. And you can see here, it's actually right around the same thing. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than it was before. The last one was 13. This right here, this one is 1576. Now, let me show you something else that you guys are going to lose your mind about. I think it was, I don't know which one it is. Let me pick this one right here. Let's go to revenue, and we are going to go down to, okay, this one here, this is a 46-minute video, and it's paying $17.12. I'm just going to say CPM. If you get, I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but for the sake of this video and the way I explain it, I'm going to say what I make, right? So, but there is a video, I want you to see it, that I want to say it. Let me try this one. Is it this one? Where I wind up making, it was $21. Nope. So you know what? It must be one of my most recent one. Let's try this one. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's not this one either. Yes, it is. Okay, there it is. So it was the first one. So this video you can see here, 41 minutes. So the longer the video doesn't necessarily mean that the higher the CPM will be, but because this also changes. So when I first dropped this video a few days ago, it could have been lower, it could have been higher. Anybody who's monetized can attest to this, right? You'll get a video and you'll drop it out. It'll be $15. And then you'll go back 2 or 3 months later, and I've seen them as high as $100 and something. But at this point, nobody's watching. So the whole point of me bringing this information in is because, as you can see from the dashboard that I showed you, we know what the dashboard said that I made. And I didn't want to bring in a screenshot so it can be real time and there's no trust issues there, right? So, I showed you my Creator Studio, what it looks like, how much I made, and look at what this is saying that I made. So it's nowhere close. So whenever you see somebody using Social Blade, or whenever, and not to say anything about the creator doing it, but if you try to, somebody's using this, it's way wrong. It's way wrong. So I don't want you guys thinking that it's the end all be all, that this is, this is the law, this is the revenue, the secret. If it was this easy to be in, you know what? Let me see something. If it was this easy to be in somebody's business, don't you think everybody would be in everybody's business? All right, so let me see something. Let's look at Mr. Beast. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what it says he's doing. Mr. Beast, this is wow, I didn't even know he had that many subscribers. So it says that his estimated revenue is $2.8 million. I guarantee you it is nowhere near that. It is way, way past that. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's nowhere near that. So if we just used any type of formula that you're going to put together to try to think about or figure out his revenue, you're not going to come close. It's going to be way wrong. So anyway, like I said, man, wanted to bring it back to the roots of what this channel started off being, and something I feel like talking about based off of some things that I've been seeing, and just this Social Blade. People run to this thing like it is the Bible of what YouTubers make, and it's probably some formula that they use, but as you can see, that formula is way wrong. Even on the low end, it's probably wrong. So, even on the high end. So you guys can see that the high end is way wrong. Anyway, you got any comments, man? Leave it in the comments below about YouTube. I really wish I actually have a second channel that I have not. It's about YouTube. I just haven't decided if I'm passionate enough to talk about YouTube, because I'm gonna be real, man. I got kind of discouraged because of what the trend that happened over the last year, and I got discouraged because it was so many people misled. It was so many people with bad information. It was so many people that really didn't know what they were getting into when they walked into this YouTube craze, and then I just got discouraged with a lot of the stuff I was seeing. So I kind of reverted back, you know what I mean? And I did create a second channel when I thought that this one could potentially be pigeonholed into one type of niche. And I have yet to put any content over there because I wasn't sure if I wanted to pursue this type of content, which is YouTube this, YouTube that. There's a lot of people doing it. I feel like I'm not sure if I fit, and if my style, if I did do it, might be a little bit different than how I've seen it done. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, hope this helps everybody. Just wanted to do something out of, take it back to the grassroots, man, of what we started off trying to be. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. So hopefully you learned something, and I'll catch you in the next video. Leave a comment below. Consider subscribing to the channel as well, on a push to get to 4K. And hopefully we'll see. We'll talk about memberships very soon. But everybody's having a hard time, man. I'm not trying to really ask you guys for more money.